The Daniel Callahan investigation is ongoing, with charges in Louisiana expected to be heard before those in Mississippi. Over the weekend, the Tangipahoa Parish area welcomed a new sheriff into office. Sheriff Gerald Sticker assumes the job from longstanding Sheriff Daniel Edwards, who led the agency for 20 years. Sticker takes over as the parish jail is under investigation by the State Corrections Department. That follows 4 inmates escaping through an insecure yard fence in May. One inmate, Jamarcus Cyprian, remains at large.